Hi guys, welcome to Life with Kanini. My name is Kanini. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to immigrate to the US successfully. Like for your immigration to be successful, and this could apply to immigrating to other countries if you're an immigrant. There are things that you need to have in mind before you immigrate, just so that your immigration can go smoothly. So a lot of things that you find when you're moving to the US, the first thing is you need to move here legally. There are people who promise you that, oh, I can take you to the US, but then they take you through Canada, through other routes, and then you're traveling through the desert, through places. I would say that is the most unsafe way to move into the US. Don't do it, because once you get out of your country and you're being trafficked by all these people, we don't know where they are. We don't know who they are, where they are taking you. You don't know who they are. You don't know where they are taking you. You just don't know what environment you're going to meet. It's just very chaotic and unsafe for you, that people get taken advantage of, people get killed, people get raped, people get trafficked, So there's a lot of evil going on in the world. Don't be trusting that somebody is just going to do something for you. Do it the legal way. Another reason to do it the legal way is when you come to the United States, and let's say you came in legally, it's easier to find a lawyer who can help you with immigration. Mostly they don't want to help people who are illegal, because already you've broken the law of the United States by coming in here illegally. So they call you an illegal, like you're illegal. So when you're illegal, you can't find work. And for most of the people moving in, I know you're moving because you want to find work, because probably the country that you're in, they don't have a lot of jobs, and you are under the impression that, well, there's more jobs in the US, so you're moving in here for work. But guess what? If you move in here illegally, you may not be able to do the paperwork that's necessary for you to even be allowed to work. And that puts you in a very bad situation, because people can take advantage of you because you don't have paperwork. You don't have your legal papers. So you don't want to be in such a situation. If God is not in your immigration, if He hasn't blessed it, I'd say just stay where God planted you. But moving in illegally, it can actually add more problems for you, financially, psychological, everything. So try to move in legally. Before coming to the US, and let's say you do it the right way, you go through an immigration and you want to come into the US, get a host. Get somebody who can host you. This is somebody who will be staying with you, because chances are you will not, you're new to a country, so you don't have shelter. So you will need somebody to shelter you. You don't have a job, so you will need food, and you don't have that kind of money. If you have money, if you can get people to help you with money before coming here, so that at least you can have some food and some pocket money, that is so great, because we all need money, when you're moving to a new country. So get a good host, and here I'll give you tips. When you get somebody who is going to host you, make sure you treat them very, very well. Be the kind of person who is understanding, like, this person is going above and beyond for me. So clean their house. Maybe they are coming home late. Clean their house, make sure they have cooked food when they come in, like, so that person has reasons to keep you. Don't mess around with anybody's husband or wife or anything like that. You have to be grateful for the sacrifices that they are making to help you stay, because here people do go homeless. You don't want that to happen to you. So just be keen on that. The third thing that I want to tell you, the third thing that you can do, so you've come here legally, you have a host, and then the third thing is get a lawyer. Get an immigration lawyer, because a lot of immigrants are afraid to go to a lawyer, because you're thinking, oh, the lawyer will not help me, or they'll call the police, they don't want me to stay. go get a lawyer, an immigration lawyer, and then do a consultation. They can charge you something like $200 to $200, and then talk about your situation, and so that your lawyer can start thinking about how they can be of service to you. You know, sometimes when I had a lawyer, and I didn't realize, like, I had all these psychological problems that were just weighing on me, and they actually helped me get even a therapist to help me, because I had a lot of things going on and I couldn't talk to anybody, you know, and my lawyer helped me with kind of getting help, mental help. And they do go beyond what their job requirements are, especially a good lawyer. They do go beyond their job requirements. So get a lawyer and then start your immigration process. Why? Because you want to get a social security card that allows you to work here in the United States, and get a work permit that allows you to work in the United States, because all this will be taken care of by the lawyer. Because chances are you don't know the law here and you don't know how to do things, so why not get a lawyer? And whenever you have questions about your immigration, about how to do things, you ask the person who actually has the expertise and the information to help you go ahead. A lot of people are afraid. Like for me, I was afraid for a long time, and I wish I knew better. I wish somebody had just told me, just go get a lawyer and then think about it. But I was afraid for a long time, and that kind of messed up a lot of things. So you be smarter than me. And then now let's talk about, let's say you've done everything. You came in here legally, you got a lawyer, you have a gracious host, and you're trying to live with your host the best possible way that you can. You know, not everybody is perfect. There'll be, you know, some things that you might not like, but since you understand, like, you're the one who is being helped here, now let's talk about your long-term goals. Whether you're still waiting to get your work permit or you've already gotten your work permit, let's talk about your long-term goals in the US. So you've moved in from a different country. English is probably not your first language, and you want to make it big. So this is where I tell you, be realistic. You know, have like a 3-year plan, a 5-year plan, and a 10-year plan, so that you can achieve a lot in a decade. You can achieve so much in a decade. But just think about it. If Americans here are struggling to make it, and then you're coming as an immigrant with a different language, not really speaking the language, you know, I'm not saying God cannot bless you and that you can do way better than so many Americans, because they are very sharp immigrants who come and, you know, they make it. But I'm saying, give yourself realistic timelines of when to achieve goals. Maybe you're young, you want to get a job, get some experience, get married, buy a house. You know, you can say, I'm going to buy a house within the first year. You know, just being realistic. There are goals that will you can happen very fast, and then there are goals that can take 10 years. And you can even get married and then finish school and then start a family. However you want to do it, have a realistic expectation. But, you know, just have realistic expectations. Maybe the first year you earn $20,000. Maybe the second year you earn $40,000. Maybe the third year you earn whatever, $60,000. And, you know, and then maybe the 10th year you'll be earning $250,000. Have realistic expectations about how you're going to plan your financial life, your marriage life, your school, your student life, and have a realistic timeline. Now, once you have a realistic timeline, then like, here is when I say be smart. A lot of people come here and then they start, all of a sudden, when you come into the US, if you're smart, you will realize that the kind of people that you're mingling with, that the people who are just available to you to talk to you, are not the smartest people. Why? Because the smartest people are at work. They are working, they are making a life of their own. So the kind of people that you meet every day, they may not be the smartest people around. They are the people who are drinking, smoking, they're idlers. So all of a sudden you're going to feel like, oh wait, like life is not taking you where you should be. All of a sudden you're like, I wasn't mingling with this kind of people maybe when I was in Kenya. Now I'm surrounded by, kind of like losers, people who don't know where they are at, where they are going in life. But you have your own dreams. So have the smarts to kind of like go to a place like the church and then pick out the smart Christians who actually do not play around with the doctrine of Christianity. The people who stick to the word, who behave, the smart people who follow the law. If you want to succeed here in the US, the first thing that you need to know is following the law, the laws of God and the laws of the land. If you can get that, like the laws of God you follow to a T and the laws of the land you follow to a T, you become a very civilized human being, likely to go far in life. I'm just saying, those are your odds. But anyway, if you get deceived by the enemy and you forget your goals, because it can be very tough here, and you start drinking, smoking, not working, you're going to be very, very disillusioned very, very fast, because this economy can be depressing as well. So I'm just saying, your goals are not going to happen overnight. It's not gonna be easy, but it's upon you to be smart and to be wise and to make the right decisions for your life. Even when you're discouraged, even when you feel like God is not moving in your life, it's upon you to stay away from drinking, to stay away from immorality, to stay away from things that could make you end up in jail, avoiding the wrong crowds. It's upon you to do those things. Then let's say you're doing everything that I'm kind of advising you to do. Then there are still things here in the US that will be like the negative enemy, the negative force to your destiny. Let's talk about the negative forces to your destiny in the US. It could be food. The food here is not very nutritious. I don't know, something about the food. If you don't know how to pick the right food, you're going to feel like you're always like tired, fatigued, you don't have energy. Why? Because people are eating very fast foods in the US. They don't have any kind of nutritional value. You're just going to get fat, and you're not gonna get any kind of nutritional value. This food also makes you dumb. It really makes you dumb. So think about the kind of food that you're eating here. It can make you stupid. It can bring more health problems. So when you come here, stick to the ngwashe, the ndoma, the sukuma wiki. Stick to that traditional diet. If you know what's good for your brain and for your body, stick to that traditional kind of food. Look, because food is an enemy of your destiny. It can make you sick. It can make you feel depressed. Like, just know when you come to the US, stay away from the wrong food. The other thing, you just have to exercise, kind of take care of your body. Most of the time that you find that you're working a lot, and you'll find that your body will start having aches and pains, this and that, and it's upon you to exercise and take care of your body. And then it's your mindset. We talked about mindset. If you want to stay the short term, you either play the short term game where maisha matamu mafupi, ama you play the long term game. You either seek a short pleasurable life here, or you think about the long term game. A lot of people are playing the long term game, but they are also fooling other people to play the short-term game. That's kind of what people are doing. They are working hard, but when you're around them, they're behaving like I don't even work hard. So it's upon you to be smart when you come here to make it. So it's upon you to make the right choices, just like you would where you are in whatever country you are. Sometimes even immigrating is not necessary if you know that you are a long-term goal-oriented person. And most of us pretty want the same thing. We want a house, we want a family, and you know, we want to afford food and nutrition. Like, we just need food, shelter, and clothing. Those are the basic things that we need. Other things like education, all these are just flowers. But mainly, if you are whatever you are right now, and you start looking for money to look for a place to buy a piece of land and build yourself a home, you know, you'll be achieving the American dream, or whatever dream that you are in any part of the world, wherever you are. So you can make it wherever you are if you think long term, because that's what people do here. People, they go get a job and then they start investing in property. You can do that anywhere else in the world, or the stock market. I think, you know, one of the perks of living in the US is that you can invest in the stock market. And if you need help with that, I am a financial advisor, so you can also connect with me and I can help you with that. Don't forget that I'm a financial advisor by trade. So feel free to connect with me. And I mean, just think long term, wherever you are. Take care of your body, build yourself a home, and connect with people who have good morals. Make them your friend, and you all can go far in life. Life is just simple. But if you needed to immigrate and you wanted to know how to be successful, you know, becoming a decent citizen is what it takes. Again, thanks again so much for tuning in to Life with Kanini. And my name is Kanini. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share this with your friends. Again, my name is Kanini. And until next time, may God bless you.